Aloha. Today is March 17th, 2023. It's St. Patrick's Day. This is the only green I have in any of my shirts, apparently. March 17th, 2023. Here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 451 for the year, Projection. It seemed to me that all four trees were reaching out for New Jersey, reaching out so desperately across the Hudson River. With hopes undimmed, they sang a hymn about how much they wished to swim, reaching out with longing limbs in wind that made them shiver. I almost had a hope for them, perhaps a tiny sliver, relief from pain for these sad trees I wish I could deliver. But what I see is imaginary. These trees are probably doing just fine, an illusory projection of me, a brief confusion in my mind. Poem number 452, Daisugi. A couple of days ago I learned about Daisugi. Basically, it's like applying the bonsai pruning technique to cedar trees. Shoots grow straight up in planks, while the original branch serves as a platform. Daisugi is roughly defined as platform cedar. It's a way to harvest wood without having to cut down the tree, as in cedar trees growing out from the branch. That's Daisugi. Get it? Cedar trees? All right, I suck. What's next? Poem number 453, Pando. Another thing I learned about a few days ago is the pando, and it was an extraordinary thing to hear about. What looks like a forest of 47,000 aspen trees in south-central Utah is actually a single tree with 47,000 sprouts and millions of leaves. If it's not the largest, then it's one of the largest organisms on Earth. And hearing about it a couple of days ago filled me with Yugen, which, if you missed poem number 414, means an experience of profundity or mystery that cannot be expressed with words. Of course, I get that feeling a lot. But there it was again the other day when I first heard about the pando. But then this morning I looked it up and I learned that the pando is dying. Its existence is threatened by cattle and mule deer. And when I found that out, the first very stupid thing I heard in my head was, surely not Gary Mule Deer. And then, of course, I heard, don't call me Shirley. As little hope as there may be more hope for the pando than there is for me. Poem number 454, Need to Remember. I need to remember to get my head out of the trees. I need to remember to head down to City Winery today. I need to remember to eat before I leave, because today will have to be a fuck my own private Ramadan kind of day. See poem number 390. I need to remember the lyrics to pump it up. I need to remember to shave. No, fuck remembering to shave. I'm just gonna fucking shave right now and fuck all y'all. Poem number 455, this is the last poem for the day, Pre-Post. As I was shaving, I thought about the post-show depression that I expect I will have tomorrow, and I got a little depressed. So what I was experiencing as I was shaving was pre-post-show depression. Post-show depression is not really depression. It's more like deflation, or the sense of feeling unmoored after having spent a significant amount of time focused on something and then no longer having the thing to focus on. It's like, what do I do now? Pre-post-show depression isn't really depression either. It's the absurd feeling that comes as a result of future tripping about a sadness that you don't even know for sure you're even going to have the day after a show. I only felt it while I was shaving. Now that I'm writing about it, I don't really feel it anymore. I'm too focused on the writing to worry about pre-post-show depression. Of course, once I'm done writing, I won't be so focused, which means that I may experience both pre-post-show depression and post-writing depression. Although, please note that I'm not experiencing pre-post writing depression right now, because I reckon I can focus on the show and anything else that I might have to do before the show after I'm done writing, like eat, for example, and make sure I remember the words and so on. So I guess I'm going to be okay. I guess I'm going to be just fine. I think I'm going to be all right, but thank you very much for your concern. You know, those last two, I think I could have done more with them. Or maybe less, maybe abandon them completely. But here we are. I've got to get on with my day. Thank you very much for everything. Aloha. Hello there. Goodbye. I appreciate you.